Well, thank you for tuning in. You are listening to 90.5 The Night, and you are here for Box of Blues on a very special night tonight. I'm Dave Mack. I'm so glad you're here. You know, we've just today, earlier this afternoon, kicked off our fall member drive here at the station. And you guys that have been listening on a fairly regular basis to the show have heard me squawking along the way that this is a really important time for the station. And I certainly hope that as you guys gather around your radio tonight that you can find it in your hearts and in your wallets to step up for us and become a member of this great radio station tonight. And we have people standing by the phones. It's going to be a magical night. We are downstairs in the television station this evening. And what we're doing tonight is something unusual for the show, and it's also unusual for the radio station. It sort of marks, I guess, a step into the void of newness, you know. Things are always growing, and this station's really growing, and a lot of it has to do with you, the listener, who've been so great on this show to call in when you have and to call the radio station and to tell us what's going on, what you like about what we're doing. And it's a really great vibe in the room right now, and we have a fabulous band that's going to take over between us all for the first hour of the show tonight. The Voodudes are here. Now we have TV cameras rolling, and the TV cameras will unveil a show for us for later on. We'll produce it. The fine folks here at the college will edit in their brilliant capacities and take care of putting this together so that we all look a little better than probably what we do right now, right? I think you guys have a lot of work left to do after this, but we're going to just take it as it comes. We're going to play it fairly fast and loose. I want you to ring the phones. It's 224-2492. Become a member of this great radio station. Become a member tonight during Box of Blues, and all is right with the world. It's really that simple. So without further ado, I think we ought to just kick it in. The Voodudes have been kind enough to bring their swag and then all their great gear and their great tunes, and we have a stage setup that I've never seen before. Is truly creepy. I don't know where they got some of this stuff.
And that's just the band.
And that's just these guys. That's not even the skulls that are hanging from poles and stuff. Well, you'll see it later, but picture it on the radio right now. We're ready to rock. Ladies and gentlemen, Box of Blues presents the Voodudes.
Well, I was headway to Memphis when I forgot why I left. I missed your tombstone eyes and your graveyard breath. Papa wild tattoo, smoky barroom squint. I just can't get enough of it, Justine. Oh, Justine, you're gonna know what I mean when you meet my friend Justine. Well, yeah, from a whiskey coated skull to a beer out of spleen. Got it bad for Justine. Yeah, if I was a dead man laying in my grave, lying there waiting for Judgment Day, Justine come to my coffin, let out with a yell, resurrected instantly without St. Peter's help. Justine, well, Justine, you gonna know what I mean, 'cause you live in New Orleans. Out of Spain, got it bad for Justine. All right, boys. for a sign. Check out that tattoo on Justine's behind. Justine, come on, Justine. Y'all gonna know what I mean, 'cause she come from New Orleans. Yeah, oh, let's go through a bit of explain. Got it bad old Justine. Well, from my whiskey coat, let's go down to my beer bottle explain. Got a bad for Justine. Oh, yeah. Justine, you is one naughty, 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 naughty little girl. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
The Voodudes on Box of Blues on 90.5 and I. Sounds good. Sounds good, boys.
Oh, thanks a lot, Dave.
You know what? And I like the fact that we're in a television studio here, and we got some feedback out of that guitar. Now I know we're ready to rock. You know, it's a pleasure to have you guys here on the show, and I have always wanted to have live bands in, and we just haven't gotten around to it yet. So you guys are breaking the seal, so to speak. We got an hour so we can get around to introducing everybody. But Andy B is the voice of the.
Most of the time.
When they let you, right?
They let me off the leash, and then they yank it in tight.
Yeah, well.
They're still training me.
Yeah, well, perhaps they have a lot more to go,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. You know, what is the instrument that you were playing that was on your chest?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
I was playing a Cajun Creole rub board,
Okay.
which in French is fratois, from to rub, appropriately enough.
Okay. Can you, for the audience in Radio Land, will you just run something across it so that they remember what that sounded like? Now that you got everything in your hand. Yeah.
How's
okay.
that?
It was something like that, right?
It's like going across the metal plates on the highway, and
Right.
when they're doing work.
Right. And we know that sound.
Right. It's just done in time.
Yeah. Now you probably have some neighbors that really appreciate that
Well,
when you're practicing.
Yeah, I've got what we're talking about. I have an Orthodox Jewish lady piano teacher on one side.
Yes.
And a nested lesbian couple on the other side of me, and we all share our music.
I suppose.
We all share our music. It's very interesting.
Willingly or
We're
unwillingly.
sharing a little too much here, I think.
Yeah.
You guys influenced by New Orleans beyond words here. Where's New Orleans and New Jersey meet for you? How
Well,
does
if
this
you look at the cover,
Washington, D.C., actually.
Yes.
is it right there?
There's actually, if you look at the
Oh,
cover
that's right.
of our new CD, which, since we're on TV, maybe, do we have it here?
not handy.
Oh, not handy, okay.
We'll try to
You'll
amend
have
that.
to take my word for it. The cover of our CD has it shows an intersection, and it shows two street signs, and one is New Jersey Avenue, and the other is Louisiana Avenue.
Ah.
And they both, in fact, meet in Washington, D.C., because all of the streets are
Interesting.
named after states. So there is a place, it does have a geographical location.
And that's validation.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
completely.
Well, we get it where we can.
No, we were going to break up before we found out.
Thank God. Thank God. Well, I think we ought to gear up for another song. It is Member Drive. It's a fall member drive here at 90.5 The Night. 224-2492. Become a member of this great radio station that can bring you great music, great shows, and great weird sounds that are
wasn't
going
me,
on in
by
the
way.
background.
That was the smoke machine.
Oh, that was a smoke machine.
Yeah.
Of course it was.
We didn't creep you out enough yet.
So come in at the $150 level. Become a member right now at 224-2492. Help us bring scary things to the radio. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Voodudes on Box of Blues, 90.5 The Night.
Channels spinning edge old spectral tune. They roll the bones by the dark of the moon. They fan the fires with a glory hand, all in the name of the soul of a jazz man. Yeah, yeah. You know the jazz man, he ain't got nothing to say. Dog Byron coming to collect his pay, all for insisting on a dancing on, dancing on. Yeah, 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 dancing on. To absolve the sin. Last one out the boneyard is the first one back in. Music is coming from the other land, down in the grave with the jazz man. Yeah, yeah. Now jazz man has in his earthly toil sea. He's gonna rest in his native soil, cover him over with the dirt and with the sand. You know that's the last we're gonna see of the jazz man. Zombies still dancing to a jungle drum, a ceremonial rivers. Hands upon the voodoo rivers till the coming of the dawn. Well, can you hear that distant piano? Piano that is ringing like the tolling of a bell. That's the jazz man who's playing upon that piano for the fallen angels in the pit of hell.
The Voodudes on 90.5 tonight on Box of Blues. I feel like this must be what it must have felt like to be at the Fillmore West in 69 or somewhere thereabouts.
A little more smoke.
Yeah, but not the manufactured kind that we're coming up with
we
backstage.
didn't see us clearly then either.
Yes, well, that's true. The spirit of Jim Morrison apparently alive and well in the room this evening. You are listening to Box of Blues. I'm Dave Mack. Thank you guys for listening. It is our fall member drive. 224-2492 would be the magic number to call and become a member right now of this great radio station. Andy, will you run around the horn here and tell me who's in the band?
Absolutely.
Let's talk about that.
On keyboards and accordion, as your listeners will soon learn, is Jim Beckerman, who actually was the founding member of the band and named us.
Oh, we'll get into that in a second.
Yeah, you need to definitely hook up with him.
Yeah, all right.
Back there, Fred, I'm a new daddy Saunders.
Wow. Good for you.
Back there is Dave Ambrosi on drums.
Hey there, Dave. How you doing?
He's an old daddy.
An old daddy? He don't look very old. They're
And
having
over
kids
here
awful young
is a
these
guy I've
days.
been playing with for more years than most of your listeners have probably been alive. And that's Gary Ambrosi, Dave's brother.
Oh,
On
okay.
guitar and lap steel.
And you're a player, I'm telling you. That's a nice old guitar you're playing. What year is that? 57. 57. Older than me. Yeah, it's older than me too. Thank God. Something's older than me. Well, I think we're just going to step out of the way for a second and get you guys back into another song.
Upside down, first no dice, but then I see a she with you and a you. She shot the cry from the billy. I must die. Shout the cry from the billy. I must die. Remember when we was just a kid? I used to love all the things you did. You showed me how to pick up all the girls, but I never thought you'd pick up my sister Pearl. Shout the cry from the billy. I must die. Shout the cry from the billy. I must die. Authentic New Orleans song, because all the IR sounds are pronounced OI, like voice and thoy, and I'm sorry. You might ask, what happens to the OI sound? Well, interesting question. They become you are. Like turlet. So you have to say, I'm going to church, but first I gotta go to the turlet. But back to our story. Daddy told me he could explain. Come back Tuesday, he don't show. Where that Friday? We don't know. Shout the cry from the building. I must die. Shout the cry from the building. I must die. Shout the cry from the building. ya,
burn ya and chill ya,
take you down.
Fatty Brown.
All right, everybody, pucker up. That's the Fatty Brown war whistle. Strikes fear into the stoutest of men. Help us out, Fred.
Right. Boys, you're rocking me. Box of Blues on 90.5 tonight. We are live here with the Voodudes. That's a big song for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
The first.
That's the first, right? Somebody tell me.
That got played on New Orleans radio for some reason.
Really? What station, do
Yeah,
you remember?
that was WWOZ.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Great,
Goodness,
great station.
that's a huge station.
And yeah, it was apparently they played it as a prank or something, a practical joke, and they started getting phone calls about it. So
Stranger things have happened, I
oh
guess.
yeah, in New Orleans very frequently.
Yes, every day, every night, perhaps all night. We are on Box of Blues. It is our fall member drive tonight. 224-2492 is the phone number. I will lean on that a little bit more in the next, after another song or two, and we'll talk about why I think it's great to be a member of this radio station, and maybe you'll agree. And if you are a current member, then you'll know, and you can tell some other people to sort of coerce them into it. But hopefully the programming itself coerces you enough to become a part of our family. And we certainly appreciate you listening tonight to Box of Blues, a special show with the Voodudes. You study, we were talking earlier in the week about Jersey and some of the things that you've been getting into with your knowledge of the pop culture of Jersey.
Well, I did this program this week on Jersey imagery in pop music, which is almost, it's almost like too precious. It was almost too precious, but it was something I did for the New Jersey Historical Society, and it turned out to be a lot of fun.
Well, now, why would you use the word precious in Jersey?
Well, that's true, because it just sounds like something that, I got a grant to study all the references to New Jersey in rock music. It sounds like something that Steve Allen would have made fun of. And in fact, I did part of the talk Steve Allen style, where I just read lyrics to see what people's reactions would be, as opposed to playing them.
Lyrics of songs.
About New Jersey.
I see.
And to see what reactions they would be, instead of hearing, Born to Run without all the tremendous production and all the instruments, and reading it as a piece of poetry, and all of a sudden you see looks on people's faces who've probably been, yeah, Bruce, it's like, suicide machines, what, sprung from cages on highway, it's all of a sudden,
right.
What is this guy talking about? And then I read John Gorka's I'm from New Jersey, and
Great
all
song.
of a sudden people are ready to slit my throat, because if you don't know that John Gorka is doing it tongue in cheek, and they're going, New Jersey's like Ohio, only worse.
And so after this talk, what was it, 45 minutes, maybe
It was
an hour?
45 minutes long, and it started, when I spread everything out, when I couldn't talk to you, it looked like a doctoral thesis. And I had to boil it down to 45 minutes.
And who was your audience?
I don't know.
Oh.
First graders.
Right.
First graders.
Yeah. And they threw their little milk cartons at me.
Too bad they can't get into some of these bars.
No, the
you guys
music.
play, right?
It is too bad, because they'd be the perfect audience
Wouldn't
for
they
this
be?
band.
Yeah.
I don't know. They do something called brown bag seminars at the society, and they invite people from the other businesses, other organizations. I don't know.
And your conclusion after the night of what people know?
Well, the thing was that they knew a lot of the one-hit wonder. They knew the Critters and the Soul Survivors, so I was impressed.
Yeah.
People who know one-hit wonder songs people who spend all their spare time trying to figure out who did this song can't be all bad, because that's what I do with these guys all the time.
Yeah, you test each other in a way.
Who's dead and who's not.
Dead or alive.
Yeah.
Hanging out with you guys must be a total trip.
Right. We were trying to figure out what's the name. How do you pronounce the name of the group that had the first song on MTV? Video Killed the Radio Star.
The Buggles.
That's what I said.
And was
You
I wrong?
Say Buggles, I say Boogles.
Boogles?
we were in the right area.
Yeah.
Man.
Hated
And
that.
basically it was
Hated
the
that
two-
song anyway.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Right, and basically it was the
It's
two
like,
guys
is it
from
the Voodudes or the
10cc doing it
Voodudes?
under another name, right?
ladies and gentlemen, the Voodudes. Right?
Actually, there was
I stole that from you. I'm giving you that, okay?
we did a gig outside of New Orleans in Metairie, and we pull up in front of the club, and there's a big marquee. It says the Voodudes.
Uh-huh. The Voodudes?
Yeah.
Well, they're moving us along, so let's move along. We shall talk. Oh, they want me to talk more. See, anytime anybody tells me to talk more, I'm a happy man. Because usually they're running around going, stop, what is wrong with you? Would you stop talking? We got, like, listeners and stuff. So, listen, you guys are great listeners tonight to hang with us on our special broadcast here, Fall Member Drive at 90.5 The Night. 224-2492 is the magic number to call and become a member of this great radio station. I hope that this is the first in a series of nonsense and laughter and good times that we can bring in on the show, with bringing bands, especially down here. This is terrific. We're in the TV station tonight. And we're speaking with the Voodudes. How long have you guys been together?
It'll be 12 years this coming April.
So you're part of New Jersey's lore at this point. You certainly
Us and the
qualify.
Jersey Devil.
The
Yeah, right.
Jersey Devil. Now, how connected are you to that?
Well, we've never been seen in the same place.
I was wondering how you were going to get out of that. That's great. You know the Weird New Jersey magazine?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
We're big
magazine.
fans.
Big fans? I kind of dig that too. Yeah. Have you checked out? Have you gone on any of the tours?
And I've done some of that stuff on my own.
Yeah.
And I grew up.
You strike me as being somebody actually that could write their own Weird New Jersey.
Actually, I wrote them a fan letter about the tombstone in the parking lot of the Lowe's Theater in New Brunswick.
Right.
Because as a child, when none of that was there, when that really was woods and river, we used to play there all the time.
Oh, really?
And I wrote them a fan letter and asked them if they could update me on whether, what was going on with that thing now that Lowe's and Sony has bought the whole property, and I didn't hear from them, but I figured they were too busy looking for the latest satanic messages on the walls of some other building somewhere else. But those guys also involved with the Aquarian who've been real good to us, so we don't make too much fun of them.
No fun to make. No, we're all in this together. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to reintroduce the music and the wacky wisdom of the Voodudes on Box of Blues on 90.5 The Night.
Now you get a line, and I get a pole, and we go fishing down the crawdad hole. Fishing down the crawdad hole, honey, baby mine. I see that old man with a sack on his back, honey. See that old man with a sack on his back now, baby. See that old man with a sack on his back, crossing them crawdads in his back, honey, baby mine. Well, yeah.
fishing down at Brookdale. Oh, honey, baby mine. You know what I'm talking about. Honey, baby mine. Come on now. I said, honey, baby mine.
Ah, yes, the Voodudes on Box of Blues on 90.5 The Night. You are listening to a live broadcast. We are not taping this for you on the radio. We are taping it on TV. However, you will see it later on the television station, which we will talk about here in a bit. I think we're ready for another tune. Let's just get rolling back into the music. It's our fall member drive, and you can be a part of it. If you just got moved by that last tune, I want you to call right now, 224-2492, especially if you haven't ever been a member of the radio station before. This is a great time to do it. Become a member right now. Try our $150 level and even pick up a copy of Live at the Night, Volume 1. Okay? So, back to the groove of the Voodudes.
Well, you've heard what we do to our own songs. Now you can hear what we do to somebody else's.
Time over by that courthouse, no starting to unwind. There's 4 kids on the corner, and there's a happy bunch. 4 kids on the corner, man, they're just trying to earn a buck. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boy, they're playing, bringing Dico, tap your feet down. Gets his tough face. People just wanna smile. Johnny plays that watch boy by the solo for a while. Then the ball boy play the rhythm now. All this Kalamazoo. Willie Gold and do a little dance. They're gonna dub on the zoo, y'all. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the ball boy are playing, bringing Dico, tap your feet down. I said down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boy, they're playing, bringing nickel, tap your feet down. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boy, they're playing, bringing nickel, tap your feet. Come on down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boy, they're playing, bringing nickel, tap your feet. Come on. Yeah, out in the street, Willie and the poor boy, they're playing, bringing nickel, tap your feet.
All right. Box of Blues on 90.5 The Night, a familiar down on the corner. You're listening to Box of Blues. It is our fall member drive. I'm Dave Mack. Thank you guys for listening. You are listening to the Voodudes, and we are live here in TV land downstairs in places I've never been in this building. And it wasn't all that easy to find, by the way. But we're here broadcasting live down here for the next few minutes, and then at 10 o'clock we'll go back up into the normal confines of the crazy studio, and hopefully you guys will come up and join me. Dave, you know, I got a question for you back there.
Sure.
That snare drum is very thin. It's very...
Yeah, I'm saving up for a bigger one. No.
Did they sell them at half price then?
Now, this is a piccolo snare.
Piccolo snare? It's got a really nice tight sound.
Very, very tight sound, and it's actually a little less in width, too.
Oh,
I see.
Most
of them are about 14 inches. This is a 13-inch, and I guess it's only about maybe 2.5 inches deep.
Yeah, no, it's very, very skinny.
Yeah, I just, found it in a music store and said,
that's your sound?
that really cracks. Let me try that one for a while.
It is a crack.
And,
Can you hit us? Can you hit it a couple times while we don't have a band? Yeah, that's cool.
Sound guy's probably back there.
He's going, what are they?
His hair out.
What's he doing? What are they doing?
Just blew off his hair.
He's sipping a cup of coffee going, I got a break. He's going to talk again.
Yeah, but I really like it for the New Orleans parade beats and stuff
Yes.
like that. Really cuts through, like you said.
It does a very good job. For people who are just tuning in to your music for the first time on the show tonight, where can they go see you play?
Well, if they could go back in time, they could see us right here at the Jersey Shore last night.
Oh, yeah?
Here at Jason's.
Okay. Jason's in Belmar, and you, and you play there how?
Actually,
fairly
when
often?
we're not involved in touring, we're there about once a month.
Okay.
We try to do a Saturday night, and Mel's been real good. It's one of the clubs we played through the whole history of the band.
Uh-huh.
And so we do try to get down there because that it's one of those clubs that's about the music, as
Yeah.
opposed to being seen or meeting people. I mean, people specifically go there for the music. But this coming week, actually, the public gigs we're playing are both in Pennsylvania. We're doing something for the Bucks County Blues Society Thursday night.
Nice.
Your fans may know, you may even have sent you their live at AJ's CD, which features Jimmy's
I did get that.
Dirty Blues song.
Yes.
Don't know what you're talking about.
And he's so innocent. That's Thursday night. That's in Langhorne, Pennsylvania, which actually, if you're listening in the Trenton area, is real close.
Oh, yeah?
It's like 10 minutes away.
Okay.
You can check out the cars at Reedman's and then go over to AJ's. And Saturday night, we're up in Bethlehem at the Godfrey Daniels Music Hall.
Oh, that's a great little place.
And they're doing a Halloween party.
Well, talk about filling up a stage, though.
Yeah, that is, and when that place sells out, it truly is SRO.
Oh, yeah.
And the real exciting thing we're doing is Sunday marks the 25th anniversary of the Columbus Avenue Music Festival in New York, and Mayor Giuliani in New York has given them a permit. They are going to go ahead, and they've asked us to close the 81st Street stage. So
Oh, great.
it's going to be a celebration of New York's heroes and its future, and
Yeah, that's cool.
we get to close the stage on 81st Street, which means that we may never be allowed to play New York again.
Oh, you run that risk?
Right, God only knows what will happen, but
You
it
guys
is
probably run that risk everywhere you play, though, right?
only when Jimmy
Stirring up
plays
trouble,
stroke.
right? Yeah. Wow. Well, it's a pleasure to have you guys, and I appreciate it. When you guys come out to a club, we've put up a little bit of a set here. I'm saying we like I had anything to do with it. I had nothing to do with it. These guys have done a great job with this television set, but we've got spooky branches and got some skulls and some bones hanging around. And
Don't call Dave Bones. He's a little underweight, but that ain't nice.
have a pizza, man. What do you guys bring gadgets and gear with you visually when you're playing?
We have.
Yeah.
I mean, we've gone all out, and then occasionally, and we lighten up. Carrying a trailer's worth of equipment after you get everything out of the trailer into the club and set up, it gets a little difficult to decorate.
The last thing you want to be doing is hauling out the bones, right? Yeah,
right.
It's like, oh my God, this is enough.
Unlike David Bowie, we're not traveling in 4, semi trucks.
Yes, not yet, right?
Right.
Around Mardi Gras, though, we
You do break it
we
out.
end up with the beads and the
there you go.
umbrellas and all the stuff, right, Ann?
Yeah. I mean, it depends on the gig and what our moods are, and
Got it.
But we definitely will do the bead thing.
Oh, okay.
We used to do king cake babies, but the forces of right and light had a problem with that, so we switched to beads.
I see. Well, we don't want to counter them.
Get a lot
Right.
better results with beats.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
Dave?
yes, I understand. I
You know where I'm
understand.
coming from, Dave?
I got you, man. Well, listen, it's about the music anyway. So, and
Not when you throw beads in it.
when we need to get back to things here in the show, we turn on a CD player. In this case, it's live. We're down in TV land for the Voodudes. You are listening to Box of Blues tonight. Become a member, 224-2492. Become a member right now of 90.5 tonight. Boys, take it away.
Since we were talking about skulls and skeletons and death and all that kind of cool stuff, we got kind of upbeat funeral song here.
Now till December died, we stayed up and partied all night. He was just that kind of guy who did everybody right. Oh, I'ma say that even once he gave a blind man his own sight. And you can bet and strike up the band to Samuel's heavenly flight. We'll be partying in the street, partying in the street, dancing in the street, dancing in the street, partying in the street, dancing in the street. Boy, you're gonna know how much we love you by the party when you're gone. Aunt May was really great.
Yes, she was.
Why, she lived to be 108. She was just as sweet as pie
Gonna tell
and had a sparkle in her
just
eye.
a ride.
She brought joy to all our lives, so it came as no surprise. We stayed up without a fight and we partied into the night. Partying in the street, partying in the street, dancing in the street, dancing in the street, partying in the street, dancing in the street. Oh, you're gonna know how much we love you by the party when you're gone.
Old man Haggerty was as mean as he could be. You know, say that SOB could scale the bog right on the tree. On the day the old man passed, day we couldn't wait for it last. His service was quick and fast, and his memory just won't last.
Partying in the street, partying in the street, dancing in the street, dancing in the street, partying in the street, dancing in the street. Boy, gonna know how much we love you by the party when you're gone. Oh yeah! Gonna know how much we love you by the party when you're gone. You're gonna know how much we love you by the party when you're gone.
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 Party
Wow. Box of Blues on 90.5 tonight with the Voodudes. Gonna know how much we love you
By the party when you're gone.
by the party when you're
That was
gone.
sung by Dave back there, who also wrote it.
You wrote that?
Yes.
You know, it reminds me obviously of the dichotomy in spirit. I mean, not everybody from Jersey has been in New Orleans, so they might not get that. This is kind of a common
Yeah,
theme.
that has a little to do with, one of those New Orleans funerals where they're all marching down the street and everybody's having a good time and you're going,
And this is
not
a
the
funeral?
kind of funeral they have in Jersey.
No. No, and is that disrespectful? Do we look at it as...
No, basically you're celebrating the person's life and, probably even people in your family or relatives, friends, all say, boy, man, when I die, I don't want a bunch of people sitting around crying, I hope there's
Yeah.
a party. So we've had a lot of good response from that song, so.
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
people actually want us to play it at their funeral. We've got some
Really?
That's true.
And it actually was played. The guy who used to do merchandising for us when his mom died.
Yeah.
Played it at his funeral,
Yeah.
and he stuck a copy in the coffin with her.
Wow.
Because she loved the song.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
It's just, we're going through a heavy time out here, and it's interesting that, they've already been going through that down there for hundreds of years and singing like that and walking down the street and having parades and stuff. It's just, I don't know, it's a good time for it. I mean, we sort of have to be realistic and
get you through the moment.
get you through the night, That's awesome. You are listening to Box of Blues on member-supported Brookdale Public Radio, 90.5 The Night. I'm Dave Mack. I'm really having a great time hanging out with these guys down here. It is our member drive, though, so there's serious business going on. 224-2492 is the phone number for us. Become a member right now if you really believe in what we're doing here at the radio station. We're member-supported, and we just don't throw that phrase around idly. I mean, it's really a part of what's up, and it's up to you to help us sustain, to help us grow, and really to help us relax the standards that are out here in traditional radio and just to do what it is that we do. I mean, where else are you going to hear a band like the Voodudes around here hanging around on a crazy little blues show like ours and just taking over? It's pretty rare, and it certainly doesn't happen in radio stations around here other than ours that I'm aware of. 224-2492, you can become a member right now of 90.5 The Night. Come on in at the $150 level. You can pick up on our fabulous Live at the Night Volume 1 CD and also talk to some very fine people who are upstairs at the radio station that we will say hi to later on this evening. So I want to step aside and get back to more Voodudes here. And so, as I shall, what are these percussion instruments that you're going to be pulling out here?
It's maracas and it's a shaker.
Okay.
And
We have a message on one. Is that
Yeah, this is the live version.
the live version?
Yeah. Rhythm
shaker.
Tech makes a bunch of these things, and they make them for different circumstances.
Oh, okay.
This is, it's the same reason that insurance companies make you, all the little warnings about what should be obvious to you. So this should be only used to play live.
It's a big live sign on it. It says live.
Big Rhythm Tech live, and you can't play it if you're dead,
Okay.
and you
that
can't
clear.
play it if you're asleep
Yes.
or somnambulant or in a
Right.
coma. So it's got to be live.
Got to be live. And just technically, what's the difference between that and say the studio?
This actually is louder.
Oh,
if you
it's
buy the
louder.
studio version, if we're seriously talking,
mean,
right?
it's
right. I stole this one, and if
Do
they
you
go
really
to the
need
store,
the
they
other
should
one?
buy the other one right now.
Do we
thank
have
you.
to have the other one?
You know Gary knows me too well. No, they have different ones, and they have ones for smaller hands, and there is a studio one. It's softer.
Oh, I see.
It's so we're not driving the way what we're doing to Ken in the studio booth, in the sound booth now. It's so that most people wouldn't do that to him.
Well, shake that thing. Let's get something else going on
Oh,
here.
thanks, Ken.
No, he's talking to us. There's a voice from above.
Right.
Or
It's
below.
that disembodied spirit.
Yes.
Actually, this Jim's choice of this song came because of the conversation we were all having in the green room about you guys thinking about doing a volume of Springsteen covers.
You're really going to do this? I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah, why not?
Give it? Oh, man, let's do it. Yeah, we were talking about that. We seem to have stumbled onto a coincidental thing where bands that are coming through and are playing for us up in the studio end up playing Springsteen songs. And so it's happened now 3 or 4 times. So you will now be number 5. So if another 7 come along,
He's
I
a
guess we have
neighbor.
to do a
And Bruce, if you're out there listening,
become a member, bro.
yeah, come on, man. These guys are
224.
struggling. They weren't around when you were here, and
Yeah.
you know, you might have reached stardom a lot faster.
That's right. Yeah, that's
Actually,
right.
what he really wants to hear is, Bruce, if you're listening, all the clubs we play at do pay royalties.
Bruce is a good man. We like Bruce
That's right,
quite a bit here. 224-2492 is our phone number, and you can be a member of this great radio station. Tonight, Box of Blues, our special guests, the Voodudes.
Hey, little girl, is your daddy home? Did he go and leave you all alone? Oh, I got a bad desire. Oh, I'm on fire, baby. Yeah. Come on, tell me, little girl, is it good to you? Did he do all the things I used to do? Oh, no, I'm gonna take you higher. I'm on fire, baby. See, my someone took a knife, baby, edgy and dull. Put a 6-inch valley through the middle of my soul, yeah. And now I wake up with the sheets soaking wet. Freight train running through the middle of my head. You cool my desire. Oh, I'm on fire. Yeah, I'm burning down, baby, for you. Train running through the middle of my head. Yeah, you cool my desires. Oh, I'm on fire, burning, burning. Oh, I'm on fire, burning, burning. Oh, I'm on fire, baby. You know I'm burning down.
Gentlemen, thanks so much. Gather upstairs. We're going to just pull some records out of the wall and have us a little party.
That sounds
Did
great.
you bring anything with you? You want to?
And we got a
Couple
ton of
Budweisers in there.
Budweisers. You know, they just
Not
won't
what
fit
you
in the
meant,
CD
bud.
player. I
You
just
meant
can't.
records.